y'all. But it's been long anticipated and waited. I mean, if you appreciate this show, but
Facts.
yeah, like make sure you like and subscribe if you didn't. If you watching, the people who watch and don't, aren't subscribed. Excuse me, I'm talking too fast. But yeah, let's get into it, man. Put some respect on Angel Reese, bro. You gonna stop disrespecting Angel, bro? She been hooping lately. Get that hate out your heart and
I don't
respect
be hating.
her game. Look, 15 and 15 in three straight games. Right? Today's win earlier, she had 24 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists. Let's talk about it. Yeah,
All right. Now
yeah.
what?
With some respect on her name, bro.
Is we gonna throw in the fact that a lot of players
Oh,
that's nice, they
oh.
left
Let me.
to go play for
Oh,
some of the country teams?
wait. Say it again.
You know, some players left to go home to play on their country teams, right?
Is that her fault?
Mm. Just throwing that out there.
Who's a hater,
No,
too?
shout out to her though. I just
Yeah.
don't I don't have a problem with her. I just have a problem with things she do and
Mhm.
then complain about the consequence that come with the things she do and say.
Right,
That
right. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes she do be like not realizing that she's a celebrity when people want to talk about you. Like this is gonna happen.
that's my
Like, you know
only
what I
thing.
mean?
And then
Uh,
don't want to be a villain one day, then the next
Yeah,
day,
yeah.
oh
Yup.
my God, I don't understand the hate. Where's the unity? But then you want to be a villain the next week. I don't
Mhm.
understand it. That's my only thing.
Right, right. No, I feel you on that one. But I just had to mess with you, dog. After
I
she
knew you was going to because I know
you
about
you,
the
you knew it was something, huh?
yeah, 'cause I remember she had a crazy rebound game. Like she had something
Hmm.
stupid like 18 rebounds or
Yeah,
something.
and you
Right?
see that she coined the phrase me bounds after Jeff Teague and was dissing her, saying that half of the rebounds that she get is off of her missed shots. So they coined the phrase me bound, and then she went and trademarked it.
I see, and that's the goofy shit I be talking about.
What?
Like
Why?
she did it, and then she made sure she made a video to let people know. Oh yeah,
No,
y'all.
yeah, yeah.
Like, oh no, me bounds, girl.
Hmm.
Just like there you go again. You just have to be seen again. Like she the shorty in the club
Yeah. Right.
that like she nice looking, but you don't understand why she feels the need to
Hmm.
constantly talk the whole time.
Oh, so
Like
she
we
okay,
all in the club, we popping bottles, we sipping
but
what we
but
sipping.
she irritating.
Yeah, you smoking whatever you smoking. Then
Hmm.
you got this shorty in the corner that won't just stop dancing
Hmm.
and screaming for no reason, saying period.
Right.
Like it's like, yo,
Yo, you funny
we
as
know
shit.
you here, yo. We know you here. You ain't gotta keep doing all that. We know you here. We see you.
Yeah.
Got a
You
party of
girl.
one going on over there on the side, bro. Like what?
Right. Yo, that shit fucking hilarious, man.
Oh yeah, shout out
Oh,
to the Thunder though.
yeah, shout out to them. And you know what's so crazy? They still not trying to get them boys credit because I saw a post and I'm glad you brought that up because I was gonna speak on that. Right? They still not trying to get them credit, bro. They said,
No,
oh,
hell
after the first week after the parade, people gonna forget all about they championship.
how?
That's what I said, bro. I'm like, bro, you're just a hater. Like that's all it is.
I saw people try and put up like weird pictures saying like nobody was at their parade or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
One, that's a lie. And two, I think y'all forget Oklahoma really isn't that big of a state. Like,
Bro, I said that, and it's crazy you brought that up because I saw somebody post that. They're like, oh, they try to post a video, half of the video, first of all, of how many people was at the parade, right? And I'm like, you do know Oklahoma City is not that big. That's crazy. That's crazy. I said the same thing.
and let's say, right, that a lot of people didn't go to the parade, right? What does that have to do with them having that trophy? I'm not understanding. Like, they won. You got the things with
Hmm.
everybody going over while Halliburton was shooting, and he probably could have had a crazy game. Guess what? I think a lot of y'all forget. that Draymond Green had like a nice triple double game in that 2016
Hmm.
finals, game seven against the Cavs. And guess what everybody always talk about? The Kyrie Irving shot and the LeBron
Yep.
one. Everybody
Yep.
talks about double
Nobody
game.
talks about that. Yep.
So, and I'm saying that to say, even if he did have a big game scoring, that does not solidify that they would have won.
That's what I said, bro. And people keep trying to iterate that same thing. Like, yo, they definitely would have won. Tyrese had a good strong first quarter and this then the third. I'm like, bro, what? That does not mean that they were going to win. Like, yeah, was he
No.
playing well, helping his team? Sure, yes, but that doesn't guarantee that they were going to win it. Stop it.
But I would say you can visibly see
Hmm.
morale was down when he got injured,
Oh
though.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, the boy Obi Toppin on he spoke on that. He said he can't speak for everybody, but he did say him. I need to slow down. He himself was like, he was a little down because he saw his brother, hurt and
Yeah,
wasn't able to play.
that
So
was you can just look at them how they was playing, bro. Like McConnell tried to keep him in it. Matherin tried to keep him in it a little bit. Siakam became very passive. He just stayed in the same 3-point spot for the rest of the game for the most part. Miles Turner started trying to act like he was like the next coming of Reggie Miller for the Pacers out of nowhere. He just want to shoot three.
best, bro. He tried to step up for what you call him, for what's his name, for Halliburton. He tried to step up. He tried to hold the scoring lead.
And it's like with Halliburton, it's
Hmm.
like you can't win though because
Yeah,
you got people saying, "Oh, you shouldn't have played because da da da." But then if he wouldn't have played, he would have been soft. It
exactly.
was the same thing like Durant.
Hmm.
When Durant went out there in 2019 and when he tore his Achilles when he came out there,
Hmm.
y'all was all telling him he should try to give it a go.
Yeah, yeah, yep, yep,
So I don't know.
yeah, and
Yo, what's going on, cool kid?
yeah. What's up? I forgot what I was about to say. Yeah, and that's the thing now. People are trying to say like, because of course I think we spoke on some of this with Oladipo situation, right? And they are saying that like, what's the cause of this, and they trying to get down to it like, should these players not play when they on calf strings? And a lot of them had calf strings, like Durant, Donovan Mitchell spoken on himself, having it, and Dame did as well.
Right, but this is the thing, right? This is the thing with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw one thing, and we was all on Facebook, the group chat, talking about it, whatever. And the
Yep.
like, notice all the players that got injured are the ones that wear low top sneakers or whatever, right?
Yeah, Cameron said that shit.
Hear me
He
out.
said
Hear me
that
out. He like, oh, those are the ones that wear the low top sneakers. And then
too.
somebody posted the picture, and there was like, everybody, you talking about sneakers with everybody. Do you forget that those injuries were so limited back in the 60s and they was wearing these and showed the Converses they used to wear?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right now, granted, what everybody gonna say? Oh, it was different then. No. If you talking about sneakers, then we talking about sneakers. Have
Right.
you ever like I never even wore a pair of Chucks before.
I, but not to fucking play ball. Mm. I said I did, but not to. Oh, damn, must be my internet. That's back. Yeah, I was saying I won, but not to play ball. Mm-hmm. Yep. Right. Mm-hmm.
The playoffs tearing their Achilles.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So it comes wear and tear. I hate injuries like this because it's like it can happen whenever. Like, all right, for instance, one of my young boys I played ball with tore his ACL when we was in there, right? We was in there playing ball.
Mm.
And he tried to get to the point when he don't want to play basketball no more because somebody's body broke down, could break down something. And I put it to him like this. I said, you do know you can tear your ACL by just falling down the steps, right? Basketball doesn't do a certain injury.
Yeah, no, because
If your body wears
right,
down, you can injure your body doing anything.
that's a fact. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Stop it. Like, remember, John Wall tore his Achilles slipping playing around in his house.
Oh,
That was
right.
how
I
he
remember that story. Yeah,
he was playing in his house
yeah.
and slid.
Yeah. Yep.
That
Yep.
doesn't like so for you to try and say, oh, having on low top sneakers, I don't think knowledge that always was an ankle support thing. Your Achilles
Mm-hmm.
wasn't getting tore like that. It's more that's going into the Achilles thing right now
Yeah, that's
than
the thing.
the sneak.
Yeah. Right.
Like
That's what I
what?
said. Like, no. And you saw Kevin Durant commenting on it. When Cameron made that post, and he was like, "Nah, that's not the situation." You ain't see that
Say it again. You going in and out.
when Cameron made the post about the low tops, and KD
No,
responded.
I ain't see it. As a joint, I was doing. Oh, well, then some. Well, here we go again. Somebody was repeating what somebody else said. That was on the little
Oh
hoops
yeah,
thing. I
oh
be on.
yeah. So that's basically probably where they got it from. You probably saw Cameron speak on it, and then they
Yeah,
like,
he got it from there.
oh
Then he got it from there.
yeah. And then it's like you don't do your own research. You just copy. You just mimic what the next person say.
You as copy. That's what
Yeah,
do I tell you?
yeah.
This is why anytime you don't agree with somebody, they love to throw that word,
Mhm.
oh, you a hater. No, I like to do my own research. I don't go by if
Mhm.
somebody say something, oh, that's facts. We rocking with that now. No,
Right, right.
that's just not how
Yeah,
I move. I don't move like that.
yeah, right.
They'll say, oh, well, this person has said, okay, I
Hmm.
can tell you right now that I'm on the moon. Does it make it true? No, like anybody can say anything.
Yo, and
I
that's
can
and that's
tell, huh?
my fault. My fault. You good? You good?
I'm just ran. I was gonna say I can
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
you go outside, the sky's gonna be red. That doesn't mean it's gonna be red when you go out there.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
But uh yeah, and what I was gonna say
go
on
ahead.
that is it's like that's like applies to life as well. Like people would
Mm-hmm.
not having your own mind. You'll listen to what somebody else say and be like, "Oh, you just a gopher. You just gonna go for whatever somebody say." Like, no, you
Mm-hmm.
gotta have your own mind. You gotta be able to think for yourself and be like, "Hold up, is this real or not?" Like you said, you could tell them the sky is red and they're like, "Oh yeah, you
Come
saw
on.
that?" Like what?
Like what does it mean, man? What like
Right.
I don't know. But yeah, when I saw that, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't wear low top sneakers because they just feel weird for me as far as basketball. But I
Mm-hmm.
never looked at a low top sneaker and say, "Ooh, I'm gonna tear my Achilles if I put this on." No,
Yeah, right.
I never did. Like I never thought it. I never did that.
Yo, for real though, that's how I was too. I just wasn't a fan of it. Like you know what I mean. I didn't think like, oh shoot, I might sprain my ankle in these or tear my Achilles.
Yeah,
No, I just stay
no,
out.
I'll be a midsole type of ball if I'm gonna play
Yeah,
basketball. That's
yep, yeah, that was the same with me. Yep.
yeah. I don't. That's just a weird analogy, and y'all just trying to make a connection right now. This it's crazy how many Achilles injuries is happening, but at the same time, it's like you said, we could say it's crazy how many calf strains happen because
Mm-hmm.
it's starting to seem like it starts there.
Yep. Yeah, and that goes with what you said, the wear and tear on your
It's
body.
weird.
Like you gotta try to figure out how you can manage the rest because they be playing a lot.
Because I think
Hmm.
people forget, even with Damian, remember all of these players was having some type of injury bug. Tatum was a little banged up. Cause remember, I brung it up on here where I said, is that maybe why they're losing to the Knicks right now, or why he stops attacking so much? Is he might be injured,
Yeah, yeah. No, I remember that. Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And Dame, I think people forget he was coming from the blood clots thing. I don't even think Dame would have played in that series if he wasn't having that back and forth with Halliburton. Honestly,
Wait, say it again.
I don't even think Dame would have came back. 'Cause remember, Dame was out with them blood clots or whatever.
Yep, I remember.
I don't even know if he really would have played in that series if him and Halliburton didn't have that back and forth.
Yeah, you might be on to something because after that, I mean, not
Yo, what's
after that. Yo, what up, Ice? So yeah, during that stint, like that, that little face off, he did tell him like, yeah, I'm here, I'll be there. So I
yeah,
think
that's,
that did
remember
fuel.
remember that?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, yep.
So that's what I'm saying. He might not even came
Uh-huh.
back if he didn't had that little situation with him.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Cause that's how it is as competitors. Like, you know what I mean? You hear somebody like even if you're a little hurt or something, you're like, no, F that. He was talking crazy. I gotta play. I gotta
Bro,
play.
last summer when we went to the park, I wasn't even going to play,
Mhm.
right? But the one bull, he was there the last time. Bro, his team still the team he
Mhm.
brung with was trash. It didn't mean anything. But we
Right.
was rocking everybody that the week prior. So I
Oh,
got my slides on, right? But I brought my sneakers. I told
oh,
because you
just
know
in case.
my brother. Huh?
Bro, yes. You gonna ask me that crazy question.
No, because just in case I say my brother, you'll be like, what you want? That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, because you do got I know you got more brothers than King.
Yeah, so we we there and boy, like, yeah,
Hmm
you didn't want to play this week. I said, but it's in the bag if you want me to go put them sneaks on though.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I got time
yeah.
to put them on real quick.
Yeah, you said, hold
Yep.
up, they around. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh, well, you must got next. I said, I'm about to go to the car and put my sneaks right on you tripping.
right.
You
Right.
not gonna find it.
Right.
Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
So
bro.
that's what
Right.
I'm saying. Yeah, you talking like, oh, if you was out here, I would have did it
Mhm.
too. All right, watch next game. I'll be back. I'll
Mhm.
be back. Forget about the blood clots. I'll be back. Like,
Say no
yeah, like
more.
that's
Yeah.
like what happened.
Yep.
I always bring up the net series, right?
Hmm
When people, because we just had an argument about this, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm always arguing with them in them Facebook Jones. The messages I'm sending you,
that's
I'm all because they swear they know everything, bro, and
yo.
they when
That's me
they do,
on Twitter.
they forget little details.
Hmm
So it was Durant or whatever, Durant,
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
with the
yeah.
conversation, right? So they was like, yeah, Durant was a 3 point shot away from being in the finals with the Nets. I said, well, first of all, that was the second round. That wasn't the Eastern Conference Finals. He
Right.
has
No, they
not.
they could have went to the finals.
No, he's talking about they could have went to the NBA Finals off of that shot, like saying like they was in because he said Durant been to the Eastern Conference Finals with the Nets. No, he haven't. He been to the
Mm.
second round. That was the second round when they played the Bucks because that was the year the
Yep.
Bucks won. That
hmm
was I ain't gonna bring up what year it was because that's a pivotal moment for you. So I'm not gonna bring up what season that was. If
Yeah.
you know where I'm going.
No, I don't think I was a Nets fan that year.
No,
No, I wasn't.
no, I'm saying think about it.
Wait, say it again. Hold on,
The
I got.
Bucks played the Bucks played the
Wait.
Hawks in the Eastern Conference Finals that year. So just sit on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's why I'm not gonna bring up what year that
I
was.
mean, you could bring that up. I remember that's when Ben Simmons the controversial passed up.
Right. So
You
that's
know.
what I'm saying. They was in the second round. They was not in the Eastern Conference Finals when that shot happened. But anyway, when I brung it up, and he was like, "Yeah, Durant would have won." Da da da. And I'm like, "Well, first of all,
No, hold up. I think that was the conference finals, bro.
go look
2021.
it, go look it
I
up,
just
bro.
did. Look. I just looked up.
It was the second round, bro. It wasn't the conference finals. It was the second round. He has not been to the Eastern Conference Finals when he was on the Nets. That was the
Yeah,
second.
bro. Look. 2021 NBA Eastern Conference semifinals.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. So I think whoever would have won would have went to the NBA finals.
No, the semifinals is the second round. The conference finals is before you go to the NBA finals. Look at the playoff trade.
No, I'm looking at shoot. I would have to go to the app then.
Just no,
No, I don't
you
have that. No, I googled it. Look.
go to NBA
NBA.
2021 playoff trade.
Yeah. Okay. Damn, I can't believe I forgot that 2021 playoff trip.
Second round. It was not the conference finals.
Uh, uh, uh. Why would
I'm
it?
proven right.
Oh, view bracket.
Mm. Second round, correct?
I'm on the wrong side. Hold on. I was on the west, east. Hold up. Nets beat the Sixers. No. What year is they showing me, bro? That's not 2021, is it? Yeah, it is 2021. No, it's not. I click on it and they're showing me a whole different series.
I'm waiting to be proven right.
Why is it showing? Because this joint is showing me Sixers Nets. That
Look
was the
at
series when they
look
got
at
swept. They keep showing me a different bracket.
if you go to 2021 playoff tree, then go to images, and then the image of the bracket should pop up. Because I'm on my phone, I don't want to click out and do it, and then end up doing something weird with the live.
No, you're right. And they did go to they. That's the second round because boom, first round it was the Nets and the Celtics. They beat the Celtics. Then in the second round, obviously the Nets and the Bucks, right? So then the Bucks advanced, and then they went on to play the Hawks,
So,
which who beat the Sixers.
right, and then that's when they beat the Suns. That was Durant did not go to a conference
In
finals
finals,
with
he
the
did
Nets.
not. He did.
So,
He was right.
so basically, what I'm going with is
So I
it's
guess
like
they
remember
basically was
James
trying to say
Harden.
that. I guess they basically was trying to say that they already were booking the Nets would beat the Hawks. So they should have said specifically
No, bro,
that
I'm
they
telling
would
you,
have
he's
beat the Hawks.
saying that if Durant would have been counted for 3 pointer, that was the finals right there. Because they said they would have been in the finals. He would have won the Eastern Conference Finals with the Nets. I'm like,
Yeah,
what are
yeah,
we
that's
talking?
what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah, he said it wrong. He should have said that they could have beat the Hawks. He should have been like they was gonna bookmark it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you were right.
Yeah, going at Durant or whatever because I mean we can hop to that conversation if you want to because this is going
Mhm.
to hurt his legacy if he don't do nothing with this Rockets team. I'm sorry. At
Yeah.
some point, it got to start being stains on
But
him.
I spoke on that before. Remember that? Yeah, I made a post about that, and that's true. Like you
Yeah,
can't put him in the same. You can't put him next to these goats. Like even LeBron. I'm not a LeBron fan at all. Y'all should know this. Like so, he shouldn't be in those conversations. Kobe now is he still great? Is he still one of the ones? Is he still a Hall of Famer? Hell yeah, you crazy if he not. Because guys who didn't even win a ring aren't Hall of Famers. I mean, are Hall of Famers. My
what you
bad.
Durant?
Hmm?
As far as Durant,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why he should be. Because guys who didn't even win one ring are Hall of Famers.
he's definitely gonna be a
Mhm.
Hall of Famer. I'm just saying we gotta slow down with act like he's just this crazy winner.
Yeah, no, true. Yeah, we can't
That
have like that. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the light they put him in that ring with the Warriors, we gotta calm it down a little bit, bro. As far as act like he's just this crazy, like basically, bro, it's like the Aaron Rodgers thing.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm saying once I see him on a team, no, I'm not gonna go crazy like that team going to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going crazy like, oh, okay, we better watch out for them. No,
What you
because you
talking
have
about the
nobody to
Rockets?
say that.
You talking about the Rockets?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
you
agree.
could go there all you want to do, but huh?
No, I'm like you talk. I was just laughing real quick.
If that team diminishes,
Mm-hmm. Wait, first season?
you're a problem, bro, and you're gonna
First season?
always be a problem,
You heard me?
huh?
First season?
Yes, because we got to go off of what they just did. They was the second seed. In my opinion, I feel like they I don't want to only say Jalen Green, but he didn't help with it. But y'all dropped the ball against the Warriors. How do you play a game 7 and you leave Buddy Hill wide open damn near the whole game?
Crazy.
I'm lost.
Yeah.
Y'all left somebody wide open to do what they're known for doing. Come on, bro. It's like giving me that's like me giving an open lane to Vince Carter all game. What you think will happen?
We gonna slam that motherfucker.
Come on, man. Houston, like, and then on the other hand with Houston, I saw a thing where Jalen Green said he felt betrayed about it. And everybody saying it's a business, it's a business, it's a business, it's a
Wait, was
business.
that was true? Like that was a real post?
It quoted him on it.
Yeah, I don't know, cause
They
you know
basically
how
was saying,
I didn't see it yet, cause you know how these people be. They be making these fake quotes of saying the player said this when they didn't.
yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know.
But it was on. I want to say it was on ESPN YouTube channel, so that's why I just looked at it like, all right,
No,
he
we
must have
can't
said it.
because they fell for a lot of what's that page called? They be the central that central page. I can't remember his name. You know what I'm talking about? Who
Hoop
be it's
Central.
like a yeah Hoop Central. It's like a parody account where they got ESPN a few times on these with them fake quotes saying the player
That's what
said
I'm
this
saying.
and they
Yeah,
talk about it on air. And you be like, oh, they fell for the fake page.
yeah.
That shit was
I don't know,
hilarious.
bro. It might be true what he said because he was basically like,
No,
you know, at
it
the
could
one
be. I'm
that.
just saying, I'm just a little skeptical. That's all.
No, I'm always skeptical until I actually see the person say it. Because you'll
Yeah,
have somebody like
like
Steve
yeah,
A
I'm
that'll
like, yo,
tell
I
you
gotta
the
see a
source.
video. But even then, speaking of videos, even now it's getting scary because of this AI
With
shit.
that.
Yeah, man, I'll be like, come on, dude, this shit is getting. They
Which
need
a
to ban.
lot of times you can tell when it's AI just because
Yeah, yeah, because
what
of
you're saying is so off.
yeah, be off. Yep. Yep.
But yeah, basically, like what the statement I saw was he was saying like at the one series or whatever they
Mhm.
got rid of him after he was helping build or whatever the case is.
Mm,
And my thing is, this is why I say a lot of franchises never win anymore.
mm,
Kobe had a situation when he was younger, probably like his first or second year playing with Shaq. He
yep.
airballed four straight times
Hmm.
against the Jazz. We see what he ended up turning out to be for the Lakers.
For sure.
Why not let the kid rock for one more year, see what happens? Because we're not going like Houston's just in some let's win right now. Bro, y'all basically kind of shocked a lot of people outside of I'm probably one of the few people y'all shocked that doesn't live in Houston. Right? So why not try to regroup and see what y'all can do first besides just shipping him the first chance you get for a player that's about to be 37?
Hmm. No, I
And,
agree.
and respectfully to Durant, you're a player that's known for leaving as soon as something doesn't go your way or is not going the way you want it to.
Yep, and we see that. Yep.
So, and you know, I was having a conversation with the group chat be in, and everybody like, oh,
Hmm.
but you I remember it's a business, business. And I say, yeah, that's how you cover it up. But behind a lot of business moves, it was personal agenda behind the business move a lot of times.
Hmm. Yep.
Right? So I think they gave up on him a little early, in my opinion. I think that's was bullshit, in my opinion. That's just yeah.
It's crazy because I agree. I said, why not let him get the work in the off season, and hopefully he comes back better. Like I don't think you should have just pulled the plug this early, right? And I'm
Mm.
like, what's the depth? What's the depth? We always talk about that depth. Yeah, the big stars is cool, but you're gonna need some solid depth pieces as well. It can't just be oh, figure it out, Kevin Durant. I mean,
They got
I like
weak at
the way
that two
Van
guard.
Fleet. Hmm?
They got weak at that two guard spot now.
Yep. So that's what I was gonna say, right? Like you said, they got weak at the two guard spot, right? Yeah, Durant is gonna do his thing, but like you said, we need another two guard to step up. Who's gonna step in place of Fred Van Fleet when he hits the bench, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's looking like they might bring Aaron Holiday back, but let's keep it a buck, bro. When you going deep in the playoffs, is he really gonna be the guy that you know what I mean?
Cause it looked like you're looking for scoring, and you just got rid of a scorer. Like so, and
Exactly.
Aaron Holiday, don't get me wrong, he could probably get you a
Yeah, he's
decent
solid.
bucket getter.
Right, but I'm saying in the playoffs though, it's to be determined what he would look like.
It's different, dude.
Yeah, it's
Different.
different. Yep. So and then another thing, right, in terms of depth. So what y'all gonna do? I'm wait before I get into that, right? I'm hearing rumors that they might be able to sign DFS. I mean, that's cool. You get another defender, 3 and D guy, but they don't really move the needle still,
Why
right?
are we loading up on small forwards and power forwards?
That's what I'm saying. And then you go. Then they said they can go and get the kill Alexander Walker, either or. And I'm like, still not moving the needle. That's solid, but like I still don't see that being a needle mover because OKC. I still don't think they'll beat OKC in the series.
I don't think
And you
so.
know what's crazy? I even think Denver probably would still give them a run.
Denver could because we don't know what could have happened in that series with OKC if Aaron Gordon didn't get injured.
See, that's a definitely good. You
Like, you know what
know,
I'm saying? Definitely
yeah.
tell he was injured. Like, he wasn't even moving the same. Like,
Mhm.
it, so and that's the thing, right?
Mhm.
They're always because now you're gonna have the Lakers that might make some moves now. You got Luka
Right.
Doncic. You got you LeBron is gonna be LeBron. No, and who says who they pick up? I hear Austin Reeves declines his option though.
I did. I can't remember the full details, but he could come back. But who
He
knows?
wanted more money from what I saw.
Yeah, or years and money, like So who knows?
And then who knows what the Mavericks might end up pulling out.
Yeah, and it's oh yeah, right, yeah. But Kyrie being out for a whole damn near the whole season is tough.
But all they gotta do is hold it down till I think he could be back by January.
A long time, bro. And then he got to get
Not really.
then he got to get back in his groove.
I mean, yeah, but who knows? I'm just saying it's that's the possibility
And then
comes through.
AD and his injury history, better hope he healthy.
They
Else y'all
got
gonna
your
be
player Cooper Flag, so yeah, hold that number one pick.
nah. He ain't my favorite player, but yeah, that's what I was about to say. Y'all banking on him to have to step up, so that's a whole lot to ask
But we
for
also that Hardy, do what you do. Clay Thompson, do what you do. PJ
yeah.
Washington, do what you do. Gafford, do what you do.
Mhm.
Lively, do what you do. They still got some people that could at least keep them abroad.
Yeah, yeah, but speaking on the we I think we no, you know what, we already talked about the Lakers, but LeBron opted in, right? Did you see that news?
52.6.
26, yeah. So but it's weird though, cause like you seen a quote from Rich Paul. I forgot what he said, bro.
Saying what?
So basically, long story short, it's basically like a passive aggressive trade request. Slick kind of come up like somebody explained it. They were saying like oh, LeBron, like if y'all can't get pieces for us to contend, then you know what I mean, I'm out. That's basically kind of like what it came off across. Trying to find it.
So
Yeah. So he said, Rich Paul said he knows the Lakers are building for the future, but he values a realistic chance of winning it all. But what do you mean, bro? Y'all just went and got Luca. He never satisfied, bro. Wasn't you happy about that? He said, Rich Paul. He said we understand the difficulty in winning now while preparing for the future. We do want to evaluate what's best for LeBron at this stage in his life and career.
what's best for him is to retire if he don't want to play no more. You're
That's what I
trying,
said.
yeah, you're trying to do all like this is what I'm talking about, bro. And this is why I had this conversation. I was at work, right? So, one of the young boys there, we just talking. They like, well, who do you think your goal is? I said, my favorite player is Dwayne Wade. I said, but if you say who's the greatest player, granted, I was younger watching it.
Mm-hmm.
I said, but the reason why I always give the edge to Jordan in that conversation with LeBron is because y'all can all say all this y'all want to. He got this record, that record, this record, that record, whatever the case is.
Mm-hmm.
He literally handpicks his team every year.
Yep.
How? in the fuck are you the best player and you handpick your team and can't win every? You have a losing record in the finals and that team is handpicked that you go in there with.
Talk about it.
And before y'all say it's not handpicked, in what fucking universe would you have seen Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis getting traded for each other?
Mm. Yeah.
At
Yeah.
this point, at
Yep.
this point right now, we know who AD is when he's healthy, but at this point, when would
Mm.
you see that shit happening?
Crazy.
When would you see that happening?
Almost never.
How do bro get on a team and specifically they just constantly going for shooters just to because it goes with his game?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Lakers need a big man. Now they got to trade for Mark Williams. Granted, the physical didn't come back, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yep,
Oh, the
yep.
Lakers need another ball handler. D'Angelo Russell end up on the team.
That didn't work out. Russ didn't work out. Well, Russ was before D'Lo, but
But I'm
these
just saying,
people he
like,
handpicked. Yeah.
so every time you need somebody, it just pans out for you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, because you're hand picking who you're playing with. Can
Yep.
you imagine Jordan from the free throw line dunking being able to pick who he want?
Right. He definitely could have did that. He definitely could have.
If he want to team up,
Yep.
it's crazy. I'm gonna bring his name up because on my 2K joint, I got them on the same team, right? But
Mm-hmm.
if he wanted the best center in the league right now, can you imagine if Jordan made the Bulls go get Hakeem Olajuwon at the time to play on his team? A
That would
David
have been crazy.
Robinson, a Patrick Ewing, a young O'Neal. Can
Mm-hmm.
you imagine that? Hold on. While still having Scotty, because you always got a big three, Brian. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't got no beef with LeBron. But I'm just saying that plays a part in when we talking this GOAT thing. You have a
Yeah.
losing record. You can tell me you going to the finals every year, right? That's like somebody telling you, right? I'm a boxer and I had 50 title fights in my life. And you got beat the fuck up in most of them. So what does it matter?
Yo, you crazy.
I'm just asking. You fought the best fighter, but he
Mm.
beat you up every time. So what does it matter? Why are you bringing up
Mhm.
that you was there with him?
Right, right.
What does it matter?
Yep.
Come on, bro. We not doing that. But that's my only reason why I say that's what makes me take it away. Y'all can keep showing me he has more steals than this person, more blocks than this person, more points than this person. He played 12 more years than the person you're comparing him to.
Exactly. But people don't think about that. They so delusional that they are, you know what I mean? They always gonna bring that up, man.
And then mind you, everybody is saying what?
Mm-hmm.
That he doing it at? Y'all just said this is the softest the NBA ever's been.
So make it make sense.
Because nothing against him, but
Mm.
if he was still playing around with those physical teams, do you think he would be in the years that he in right now? No, he would not be playing in 23 years of the NBA. Not at all, bro.
People don't
Not at
talk
all.
about that. People don't talk about that. It just go over their head.
Not at all, bro. He would not. And I'm not. And we know he take care of his body. I'm just saying the physical toll that it will take. That's like Wade, right? Just said Wade, my favorite
Mm-hmm.
player. That's like Wade. When y'all can say if injuries didn't happen, injuries are going to happen when you falling on the ground at least 10 times a game.
Right, for sure.
82 games. So if he's
Mm-hmm.
playing 82 games, you do the math. That's 120 times you hit that hardwood, bro.
Yep.
Pause if needed, because y'all freaky. When y'all hear certain words, y'all start talking crazy. And y'all ain't gonna put that on me. But anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the physicality is just different. That's why none of them could play that long. And sports technology is completely different now. Sports science,
Sure.
that is talking.
Yep.
But it's yeah. But with that all being said,
Mm-hmm.
he at least be winning where you're going. That's why I always say he was better than Durant, in my opinion.
Yep. Yeah.
I never had Durant over him. Even when everybody was saying, oh, Durant's the greatest player on the planet. Yeah, but he playing with Stephen Curry right now. He ain't got to do that much.
Yep.
You ain't got to do that much.
I would say
I don't know, man. The
I would
Durant
say
thing.
Durant a better scorer, like for my liking than LeBron. I would say. And keywords, my liking. I'm not saying
The only reason I would say better score is only because that trade ball always been way better.
better than LeBron's. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
the trade ball always been way better.
Hmm.
And again, before we let me just say it now because I already know we're gonna get the dumb comment. Well, how is LeBron has all these points and Durant don't? Durant has had multiple injuries that took him out for a while throughout his career that a lot of y'all don't act like y'all don't remember. Because after his MVP season, remember the Thunder wasn't in the 2015 playoffs, and that's the reason why they wasn't in there because him and Westbrook was
Hmm.
both banged up the whole year. I think Westbrook broke like a bone in his face or something like that. That's when he was wearing that
The man, yeah,
the mask or whatever. Yeah, he broke like his
yeah,
cheek or something.
yeah. I remember that.
So those things happen, man. But time will tell. But let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's stop trying to neglect what we need to talk about. The draft.
Hmm. We definitely got to talk about that. Oh yeah, we can't forget free agency too. That's
No,
why
we're
they.
gonna get there. Is you know why I want to go to the draft? Because of
Yeah.
your boy. Your boy.
Who, Cooper Flag? Oh,
No,
I forgot about that.
yeah, you know where I'm going. You know where I'm going.
Mhm.
What's up with him, yo?
I
Who
don't
he
know.
think
You
he
tell.
is? I'm gonna ask you a question, bro. Who he think he is? Like when he said that, I just paused for a
Yeah.
second. Like, young boy, you was sliding down them draft boards anyway. So let's stop acting like you just was the. Yeah, he was. I seen plenty of them where he was not the top 3 pick anymore.
No, no, no. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you.
Right? Please do. So if anybody's lost, I'm talking about the ace dude. I'm talking about Ace Bailey.
Uh huh.
You walk around here with your chest poked out, talking about who you gonna work out for and who you not gonna work out for.
Uh huh.
Who you talking to, cuz? That's the way I would have been if I was one of them teams. So eyes will be on you all season. I don't think he's a bad player. I just think he ain't that good to be talking like that.
Mm, mm,
Yeah, that's what.
mm.
Right?
Yep. Pelicans. Did you freeze? You done?
I'm having a momentary lapse of what was the end game goal going to those places. No matter where you go, you're going to a trash team. You know y'all ain't all that, so just let me rock. You're not going to a good team regardless because you're getting picked this early. I don't get it. The Sixers thing, I didn't understand it. I didn't understand why he didn't want to play for them. Because my thing is,
Right.
I don't know if it's true, if this was his thing behind it,
Hmm.
but supposedly he wanted more shots or something wherever team he went to.
Yeah, yeah. He wanted a better opportunity. Yes. Yep. That's why he didn't want to go to Philly.
And B gonna be injured. Maxie is dealing with
But
injuries.
I'm gonna let you finish. No, go ahead. My
We,
bad.
we don't know what Paul George going to be when the year first starts. What I'm saying is, certain players aren't going to be there, so you're going to be able to get off.
So okay, all right. So let me just say something about
Jump in,
that
because I'm waiting.
that real quick, right? So you think that so who's to say they don't play more games than expected? How about that? What if they play more games than expected?
Then we got a better chance of winning it all this year. Is what I would be thinking if I was Ace Bailey.
Right. So how does that look for me if I'm Ace Bailey and my minutes and whatever, what have you? How does that look?
If you hooping,
And
you
wait, wait, wait,
hooping.
wait. And one more thing before you go home. Quentin Grimes might be coming back.
No, he might not now though.
I think so because they declined the option on Lonnie Walker. So now Lonnie Walker is unrestricted free agent, right? And then they declined it on Eric Gordon. So I
His
think that's
time.
saving them a couple little cap space so they can bring back Grimes.
It could be, but I'm saying, dude, that right there. That's why I was like, I'm glad Philly didn't fold. Y'all know
And then
I'm a fan,
especially and
but
then
I'm a
hold on,
Philly.
and then especially this. Oh, and then especially this, right? What if they make it to the playoffs? You think he gonna get crazy playoff minutes?
Yo, you're not about to act like we haven't seen rookies getting crazy playoff minutes if they hooping.
Nah, not like that.
Not
Especially with
like
the
that.
guys that they got. I don't see it, bro.
Not like that.
Name them,
In
please.
recent years, we've been seeing it. Tyler Hero, Jaime Jaquez was getting crazy minutes.
He didn't get crazy minutes last season. Well,
I'm
he
talking his
was hurt a
rookie
little.
year. I'm talking his
A
rookie
rookie.
year.
They probably ain't had no choice.
I mean, people was injured, but throughout the year, he been playing the whole year, though. He is playing the whole year. They will play you as a rookie if you're hooping, bro. You'll get time. You're the
I just don't see
problem
it.
with all these young boys now. That's no. You're the problem with all these young boys. That's why they be feeling entitled. First, can you still hear me? Am I coming through clear? I'm good on my end. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? I put it. I put it.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is we've seen this happen before, man. He just coming in here very entitled, like all these young punks do. That's what he doing.
No, I think it was. So
Then his
we already
team talking
spoke
about they
on
want to go to
that part of it.
DC. They want to go to Chocolate City. Man, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I mean, he'll get more opportunity in DC than he would in Philly. That's how I see it.
He'll get opportunity here, bro. The same way Justin Edwards got his opportunity when everybody went down. And he felt himself on the Sixer roster for the rest of the season.
Right, but that situation
What
different though.
happened? You
Because
over there
because like
cooking?
I said, who's with a full season off, who's to say Embiid, Paul George, and I'm gonna be back in rotation? If they didn't go down, he not getting burned like that
All
for a
right, but he
fact.
wasn't the third pick. So Ace Bailey would get his burn.
All right, but look, this is the main thing. I think it was mismanagement, right? Because I don't think it was Ace at all doing this. I think it was mismanagement.
Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum. I forgot to bring them up. They
And,
was
and,
rookies getting
and he not
heavy
the
minutes
first,
in the Eastern Conference Finals because they was hooping.
and he not the first, and he not the first and last person to have done this. So I don't know why people making it seem like, oh,
Because he wasn't
this is
the
the first
consistent
time y'all
number
seen.
one pick. The number one picks usually do it.
Right, but
Like what? He had no chance going number
still
one
a
in this draft,
still
bro.
a top pick. Still was a top pick though. We
Don't
already knew he
matter.
wasn't going number one.
He should be happy his name getting called on draft day. Just be happy about that
True,
moment.
true.
That'd be the
And and,
problem with
and, and
these kids. Hold on. Let me look up. That's the problem with these young bulls nowadays because they think that they owed something. You went to Rutgers, you had a decent season. They liked the Bull Harper over you, so that's why he stayed number two going into the draft, bro. He get up there, he do these workouts. The only reason I feel like he didn't want to do the workouts because huh?
Harper only did one workout. Harper only
He
did one
that's all
workout.
he needed to do because he did work at Rutgers, unlike your boy Ace. But anyway, no, he was hooping at hey,
Mm-hmm.
let me rock. But anyway, but no, that's the only
Yeah.
reason why I didn't like it. Cause I didn't like that. I'm like, you just seem entitled
Mm.
to me for no reason, bro. You already sliding on people drafts, like they draft boards anyway, before you didn't want to do the workouts. What were you scared to show what was true? Was it something that they knew why that's the reason you was dropping? You didn't want to show it in the workout?
wanting to
No, it
fall
wasn't. It
to
was
a
the people.
different situation.
It definitely was the people
Yeah,
around him.
yeah, and they making it seem like the kid is going to be a problem. They try to make up immaturity. I want to know how were y'all when y'all were 19 years old? He dancing in on the layup line. Who doesn't do that? Even adults be dancing and rapping
I
songs.
do just find it weird
What
that
are
he
we
did it.
talking about?
That's all. That he didn't do the workouts because as soon as they said that, I'm like, maybe you don't want to play for the Sixers, huh? Cause don't you think they just make it look weird? It make it look like, bro, what you don't believe in your own like status? What you think you gonna do something that's gonna drop you? What you scared of?
Yep, yep. But clearly the Jazz said we don't care to take you, man. They trying to make it
If
seem like he
I'm
wasn't
fifth,
happy.
I don't care. If I'm fifth and I can get him, I'm drafting him. I don't know if it would have worked, but I was saying that what I would have did was if I was the Sixers, I would have took his ass anyway. But I'm gonna tell you why. I would have took him, and knowing that somebody else that was a little further back wanted him, I would have made them draft who I wanted, traded him, and got more picks for later on down the line from that team. That's what I would have did. That's the leverage I would have put over him. Or you would have just been playing here. Huh? Hold on, you froze. What you think about that?
No, it's a good idea. But I said I would have still took him anyway because he's that good. That's just how I see
No,
it.
but I'm saying if he complaining, that's how I would have played it. I would be like, okay, I'm gonna
Yeah,
grab him, and then I'm gonna trade him, and I'm gonna get some more value for picks later on down the line from whatever one of these teams want him.
yep,
That's what I would have
yeah,
did. And then Edgecombe probably would have still been there. And then you could have made that trade for him, plus with some other things attached to him. I don't know. It could work. Mr. Tree whatever thing you be doing. Trade simulator. Ain't that's what you be doing? Figure it out.
hmm?
Trade simulator,
Oh
ain't that
yeah,
that thing you be posting? Yeah,
yeah,
figure it out. Make the
yeah, you
work.
crazy. Yeah, yeah. But we gonna see how it all plays out though. And they try to make it seem like he was upset and this thing the third. Seen a couple clips. He look happy to me to be in Utah. I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing something different.
The one kid looked like he probably felt some type of way though. The one that went to the rafters.
Oh, Colin Murray Bulls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some people try to speculate that, but we don't really know from real.
You
Cause they'll
don't
see
know.
one little picture of him and think like, oh yeah, he upset. Ooh.
Yeah. Cause it's like he was
Like, you
like,
know what I mean?
got drafted. And he was like, fuck. And he went like that when he did it, but he was smiling.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that.
Cause it's like about time I got called, maybe. Maybe he thought he should have went earlier.
Yeah, who knows,
So
right? And I didn't expect him to be drafted as early.
no, no. I thought like 16 or something like that, 16, 17, because he was kind of back there.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
back.
because we just saw a clip earlier of Rich Paul talking to a team and saying, "Hey, for helping out his client." He said, "Hey, man, if
Who was Clark?
for them to take the center from Duke, Mayuwatch, the center from Duke." He said he
Oh,
gonna
that's
put
what
some
it is?
calls in so he can fall to the Suns. Yeah, that's his. So he can fall to the Suns. So
Mm.
this is what people be doing. I'm like, oh wow. I'm like, he got that much pull, and the guy like, yeah, man, because yeah, I like him too. So if you can make that happen, all right, I'm gonna call Rich Paul. All right, I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna make some calls and see if they can let him drop. Like dog. So see, this is what I'm saying. So this is how it goes. So we can't get mad at Ace and then you see that, and you be like, hold up.
I'm gonna get mad at Ace whenever he say he ain't gonna do the workouts. Let's agree to
Yeah.
that.
That's respectable though. I ain't mad at that because I still feel like he should have did a workout.
Because
Maybe not for the Sixers,
you
but I
got
could
me.
have. But
You was scared.
wait. I heard he did do one though. It was a report that he did it like secretly. He worked out for the Wizards. They said.
Well, you on the Jazz. Sorry, you was one
Yeah.
pick away from
Yeah.
being.
Yep. So we'll see. We'll see how.
I see your boy went to the Pelicans. Fairs.
Yeah. Yep. My other guy went over there too. Derek Queen.
That was dumb though. I would have kept him.
Wow. And a lot of people saying that, but you got faith that this is your guy. You think that this is your guy? Go get him. That's how I
No,
see it.
I'm saying as far as
But
I would have kept him if I was the Hawks.
oh, so you saying the Hawks was dumb for that,
The Hawks should have
giving up
kept
the
him.
pick?
Yeah, they should have just kept him.
Yeah, but
But
they
I
got the
get
boy Ace
it.
Newell.
Huh?
You heard me? They got the young boy Ace Newell. So he's like a, I call him like a Capella replacement because he can run and stuff like that.
I gotta look him up. I don't know.
Yeah, look him up. Yeah, play for Georgia. Yep.
But the only thing I was looking at though, I was like, maybe they're finally ready to like just straight go all in on a Congo now, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
think so. So yeah,
yeah,
because
so that's
Capella's
what
the free agent.
and
Yeah.
then now you did
Oh
just
yeah, you saw.
for
Hold up, and you. Yep, I was just about to say that too. You said it.
yeah.
So
So
how you feel about that though? I think that's a solid move for them in the East, man. If he could
if
be healthy,
healthy, it I
especially
feel
with
like
these injuries,
huh.
uh, with them injuries that just had Oliver Dan.
I mean, as long as he don't get another, the Hawks should be at least fine for the playoffs. So
I
long,
knew you would say some shit like that. I knew
long
it.
as he don't get another stomach ache, he'll like, bro, what? Like, what was he
Yeah, that's
eating? Like,
crazy.
what?
Who knows, gang? Like that shit crazy.
But yeah, but on a serious note, that's what I'm saying. I felt like they should have kept Queen because if you was like see some workouts that Porzingis doing, you see some workouts of Kongu doing. Cause I like a Kongu game. He's way
Yeah,
better than
me
I
too.
thought he was going to be.
Yep.
But
Same here.
he give me a he really do remind me of Bam in a lot of
In some
ways.
way. Okay.
Right? It's like certain things he do. Like because don't
Mhm.
quote me too much, y'all, because I don't want nobody to start giving me their stats and all that. I'm saying as far as what he does on the court, he reminds me a little bit of what Bam does.
No,
And
I hear you.
I like Derek Queen because if they let him rock, which I think he'll be fine because he on the Pelicans, he
What you trying to
probably
say? Yo, hold on. Before you go, this is so crazy, right?
hmm,
I gotta mention this. And people trolling. Cause him and Zion got the same agent and they sit next to each other. So you know people online was going crazy.
all right.
I know you
Let
about
me
to do
have the floor real. Let me have the floor real quick.
that. I'm
Derek
like,
Queen,
no, man, don't
this
do
is
my guy like this.
hold on. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Derek Queen, you stay away from them only fan girls and them churros. You seen what they did to Zion. You
Yo.
seen what type of charges they trying to give him right now. You see his baby mama drama. You stay away from what Zion is doing. If I see you 40 pounds heavier, I'm not a fan no more.
Damn.
You stay, you listen to your trainers.
Mhm.
Do not let Zion be your vet. I'm sorry.
He
Should
said
be
he
good.
might be. He said he might be. He said he already knows Zion gonna have him doing some rookie duties. So, oh man.
Getting the food, going to the grocery store.
No,
What
stop.
rookie duties can you have him doing? You don't play enough games to call me a rookie. Rookie.
Zion's still one of the ones though. You saw what he did. I mean, I know he did this in college, but when he healthy, I mean, he on the
That's my
floor. I mean,
problem every time you bring up Zion, though. You
it's the
always got to
truth.
say if and when. Just do it. Every time you bring up Zion, it's if Zion healthy or when Zion healthy. How about Zion did this last season? Can we ever have that conversation? We can't, can we? Because the only thing we can say
Mhm.
Zion did last season was gain
Yeah.
another 30 pounds. That's all we can say he did last season.
Yeah. But like I said, bro, when he on the court.
Whenever that is. Oh, you right, you right. He gonna give me 5 good games during the year and then he gonna be out again. Yeah, my
I
bad. I
think-
forgot. He do be having that crazy 5 games for the season. Yeah, I forgot.
Okay, he gonna show you. Keep talking crazy. Zion gonna show you. Yep.
He just go hoop.
Sure.
And then they got Jordan Poole now,
Mm-hmm.
which is
That's solid though, cause you had to move on from C.J. McCollum, get a
but he
young
was on
guard.
the Blues for a while that he wanted to get traded though.
Who?
Honestly. CJ.
Yeah, it was time. It was time.
Remember, bro, when I told you they was making that joke about him because he tried to tweet, "Oh, I need to pack my bags. I might be getting moved." Like, bro, you thought you was getting traded after you said that? No, no. You tried to pull a Eric Bledsoe. Remember, Bledsoe did that to get away from the Suns when he said, "Get me
Mm-hmm.
out of here," and then start talking about, "No, no, no. I was at the
No,
bus
I remember
station."
that. Yeah, I know. I remember that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that for sure. That was a classic. Hmm?
Do you remember what Dragic and his brother did? They were
No, what
savages.
happened?
Before he got traded to the Heat when he was on the Suns, him and his brother packed all their bags and they was just sitting at the bus stations until they figured out what team they was going to.
That's wild.
Go look that story up, bro.
Yeah,
You should be able to
I'm
find
gonna look it up for sure. That's crazy.
it. They said him and his brother went to the bus station
That's
and was
crazy.
waiting to get the tickets for wherever they was traded to. Yo, that's those Slovenian savages, cause
Yeah, that's crazy.
Spurs are
Wait.
slowly.
I forgot what I was about to say. We ain't talking about the Nets. We ain't talking about the Nets yet. I know you saw that.
What about them?
They got five. Oh, I'm not, here to gloat or brag about them, but I'm just saying.
Wait. Say it again. You freezing.
Oh, I said, I'm not trying to gloat or speak crazy about them, but they went and drafted five of the picks. They traded the 36 pick, the second, which was a second round pick, to the Suns for a couple second future second round picks. So,
Who they get with that
what you
pick?
think about
You
that?
remember?
Hmm?
Who the Suns get with that pick?
Oh, they got Rasheed Fleming, I think. No, my fault. They traded it to the Lakers. I'm tripping. My
Oh
bad.
wow.
They traded to the Lakers, and the Lakers ended up drafting the bull out of Arkansas, a Duke Thiero, if I pronounce his name right. Yep, a wing out of
I mean, I do like that pick up though.
which one? They drafted like
Igor.
four. Yegor.
Oh, the Igor Bull.
Yeah, no, it's pronounced Yegor.
He's still a
You heard?
raw prospect.
You heard?
Huh?
Yeah, where he from is pronounced Yegor.
Oh, it's Yegor.
Yeah, Yegor Demon. Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, bro, I like him
You know
too.
how it is
I was
overseas,
watching.
bro. You
Yeah,
know how it is. The pronunciations be different, bro.
yeah. So I was watching earlier today a game between him versus his teammate who played for I don't know, I forgot which one was on which team, but one of them
Mm.
was in Real Madrid and the other one was France.
Okay.
And he looked all right, but his downfall is his shot. He got to work on his outside shot. But he looked good though. He got good positional size. Not gonna be a good crazy defender, but I see how he got good IQ. So he played the passing lanes pretty well, and he's got good positional size. So you might not be able to,
I about to say that's
you
all
know,
he gonna need though.
yeah, he got to
Six
use his
five.
shot. No, bro, he's 6'9", bro. He's 6'8", 6'9". The young boy Traore, he's 6'4", 6.
I knew Bull was tall. No, cause I was
Yeah,
just
he
looking at
tall. Yeah, he
highlights,
like
and his highlight says 6'5". I knew Bull was taller than 6'5", bro. But
yeah.
I was
He
like, okay, I guess if that's what the title says, a 6'5" point guard. But I knew Bull was taller than that.
yep. Yeah. Yep.
That
Like
ain't there.
6'8".
No, being that tall, I mean,
Yeah, people try to say he a wing, bro, but he's not. When you watch his game, that's a point guard,
let
and
him
he even
play his
said it,
position.
huh?
I said, yeah, let him play his position. Don't try to be
Yeah, and
like,
he said it.
oh, you're this because you in the NBA. No, let him rock.
Yep, and he said it though. And his after he got drafted, it was like a small little interview, and he spoke on his position. He was like, "I'm a point guard. I've been playing it my whole life. This ain't the third." But then he went on to say, "Oh, if they want me to play any other position, I'll do it because I'm a team player. This ain't the third."
Just,
But
just let him say that he got
just
to
yeah, that's yeah, he
purpose.
gotta say that. But he's a point guard.
Yeah,
He's not no
let-
wing. It's gonna be tough to play him off ball because the shooting has to get better. But I think he can do it at times in spurts. But like we'll see. But I really like Nolan Traore. Look him up. He
no,
reminds me of a shorter Lamelo Ball a little bit. Like, and let me know if I'm reaching right there.
what school was?
Overseas.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look him up. That my all right. I'm gonna have to look him up.
Yeah, and then we got another overseas kid, Ben Saraf. Um, he's 19. But these motherfuckers, they 19, but they look older.
Bro, Davey looking crazy.
I was like, bro, what, 19? I'm like, that shit crazy.
Like like they was making a joke about Nas Reed, right? Because he
Yeah.
spoke this shit. They was like, it's crazy Nas Reed 25, but he looked like he could father about 15% of the NBA. Like saying because the way he look old as shit.
Yeah, they wild for that. Nas
It
Reed gonna put
happens
the
though,
hands on.
but I mean, even let's shift gears for a second. I like who my
Mhm.
Heat picked up.
Oh, wait. Before you do that though, I wanted to mention two more picks that I like. Danny Wolf, he could be that hub big.
He would
And they got
I like his game. He remind me of Franz Wagner.
yeah, that's what some people were saying. Yeah, yep, he
Yeah,
is
he
just a
play
just
like
a bit
him.
taller. Yep. And then Drake Powell, that's who I'm high on. He ain't get to
But
show
that's
too
why I
much.
thought the Hawks kept too. Remember when I told you I liked what the
Mhm.
Hawks did? It's because I was talking
Yeah.
about him and Derek Queen. That's who I was talking about. But that was
Oh
before
yeah,
they
the
traded.
Hawks. Yeah, yep. The Hawks end up getting yeah, oh, because they showed it on the screen. That's the trade that they got. When their Porzingis trade.
Okay.
Yeah, so they got the Nets. So the Nets was involved in that 3-team deal. So they got that pick, and they got
Y'all got
Terrence Mann,
George Niang. No, George Niang went to the
Celtics.
Celtics. Y'all got Terrence
They got
Mann.
Terrence Mann. Yeah.
Yeah.
So who knows if he stays or not? But
If he
I'm
do,
high on
that's a good
Drake Powell.
pickup.
Yep, I'm high on Drake Powell because he didn't get to show too much at UNC. But if you watch them, the defense is there. He
No, he
athletic.
was projected to be lottery right before the college
Yeah, but
season started.
mhm. But he was on a stacked team. He didn't really get to show much.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
I
But
see
yeah,
it.
yeah.
What's his name? Uh, Auburn. Tahid Pettifor. I see he went
He
back.
went back. Yep.
I ain't mad
Yep.
at that though. If you not,
Yeah,
bro,
me.
you a freshman. If you not
Mm-hmm.
hearing what you think you want to hear, go back.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Yeah.
back. Because most likely you
Sure.
won't be starting next year.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But
But
yeah, you want to talk about the Heat pick?
I don't know how to pronounce his name. But when I
I
looked
got
him
you. I
up,
got you. Kasparis Yakatonis.
I'm like, oh, the kid from Illinois. Because first I thought we got somebody from overseas. But when I seen his name, I said, oh, that's the
He is. He is overseas.
no.
He
I just
is
mean that he was
born
playing.
overseas.
I thought he was playing over there.
Oh no. But he
Yeah,
is from. He is overseas though.
with a name like that, nigga, you ain't from.
That yes.
You know what I
no.
mean? but
Yeah.
but yeah, when I see him, I'm like, okay, this the kid we got. I'm not mad at that 6'5" point guard. We definitely needed another point guard. Because Tyler not a point, and he could get even better because he was a freshman at that.
And you got to think about it. You know the Heat.
Oh no, I know
You
what we
know how
gonna
y'all
do.
do.
And
Y'all turn them up.
he just better get in here and listen.
He's in a
Don't be
good
a Jimmy
system.
Butler.
Yeah, yeah, he in a good system, bro.
Don't don't come here with different color hair and different color shoes.
Crazy. He gonna look crazy if we do that.
But
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. It shows me
Mm-hmm.
that Pat Riley's actually serious about this I'm not running it back thing that he was saying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm not mad at that. I kind of was leaning towards a Jace Richardson.
Or Cedric Coward.
And I'm just saying after he was already going though, because he was going already at that point. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just going. I'm just going once the pick was up there. But
Yeah.
like I was telling my young boy yesterday, I said I was wrong when I said I'd rather have Keldon Johnson over Tyler Hero at the time of the draft. I'm saying no, not now, not now, not now, not now. I'm talking about when the draft. Yeah, no, no. I'm talking about the night of the draft. You know what I mean? Because I thought, and personally, the reason why, if anybody wondering, I just felt that Hero was only going to be like a catch and shoot person. I'm like, that's a high pick for a catch and shoot player, but
Mm-hmm.
obviously turned into a legit bucket. So,
Yeah. Ooh, and with Casper's, bro, since he got that shot, he can play off ball at times with Tyler Hero
and
handling
that's
the
what I'm
rock.
saying. Now we could get the ball.
Mm-hmm.
We could get the ball a little bit out of Tyler Hero's hands. He's just not
Yeah.
a point guard, bro. As much as they're trying to make him that, he's not a point guard. He can be a combo guard, like you can have him in for
Mm-hmm.
stints at point guard. I would rather
Mm-hmm.
not have Tyler Hero running my point all game, bro. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that. Yeah.
I feel like
Oh,
he's too
David
much
Davion
for
Mitchell coming back.
huh?
You heard me? Davion Mitchell coming back. I think it was 3 years, 24 mil.
Not mad at it, but I don't want him to be my starting point guard.
Uh, yeah, we'll see. I hear you.
That's the only thing I don't want him to be my starting point guard because I feel like it's easy for me to say this, and I always say it when I'm watching the game. It's easy for me to say this. I feel like he don't know when to go. It's a lot of times I'm looking like he has a lane and he's taking two more extra dribbles that he did not have to take. You would already been going Wiggins. I'm not gonna lie to you. I rock with you. I just don't think I want you on my heat because I feel like you went out there, bro, and you was on some bullshit in that Cavs series and you really didn't care. That's the way it looked when you was playing. I'm not gonna lie to you. It looked like you did not care about what was going on. Huh? Hey, keep him in there. It looked like he did not care what was going on, bro. That's just I'm just going off of body language. I can't tell you what you thinking in your head. I can tell you what I see you doing though. So what I see you
Yeah.
doing from my perspective is you just like, let's get these games out of the way and then we could go on vacation. That's how it looked like you was playing, bro. No urgency or
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you don't need that.
so yeah, Wiggins, you can go. I rock with you, but I let me
Yep.
rock with you from afar. Let's have that type of situation. You know how you cool with
Yeah.
somebody, but you be like, I'm cool
Mm-hmm.
with you, but I'd rather not talk to you all day long. That's you. I'd rather you be over there.
Yeah.
I'd rather be cool with you. Like we in Miami, I'd rather be cool with you in Minnesota or something. You go over there or something. Go way on the other side of the coast. Let's be cool over there.
Yeah, you crazy.
But what I was getting to was with the Spurs,
Mm-hmm.
slowly, slowly, they getting to where they want to be, I say.
You think so? I got a rebuttal to that.
They went and got the Harper kid. So now your point
Oh,
guard spots should be locked up, right? Let Chris
you don't
Paul
think that's too
go.
much, though?
Huh?
Right. Yeah. Especially now. Yeah. But you don't think that's too much?
No, I
They
don't because
drafted him number two. They drafted him number two. They drafted him very high. He's going. You don't draft a top two pick. have him a part of your system.
Okay.
And he and Fox outside shot is not the best. They're capable, but now, yeah, they can get to the rim. That's good as well. But
But that
having to
but the
having
thing
to
is
face
when
the
you a point guard, right? And you ain't
mm-hmm,
shooting the best.
mm-hmm,
That's when you make sure you got
get
players
your
around you that can do it. We just seen Mike Conley didn't shoot the best from 3-point range. Granted, they
horrible.
lost, but we just seen Mike Conley in the Western Conference Finals.
True.
So that's when you go
Mm.
get it and pick it up from there. Vassel's still there. He can shoot. I mean Vassell. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Vassell
yeah.
can
And they got the boy
got a
Champagne. He can
decent
shoot.
shot.
Yeah, you heard me. They got Champagne too. He can shoot. The brother.
Champagne he can shoot. You know what I'm saying?
But still, I still think they need more though. Like, and then who do you
That's
back up big?
here's the thing.
And then who you back up big?
Depends on how much you want.
They've been talking about.
I will go at the Malik B. I was
What if
saying.
crazy you brought him up, right? He in a situation with being a
Oh
part of
yeah.
betting,
I just heard that.
gambling. Yep.
Dude.
So that's crazy.
Did, you know what's so crazy, bro? Remember when everybody's making them jokes that NBA players were gonna be doing that when they made that gambling joint legal? And everybody's making jokes
Mm-hmm.
about it, and it's crazy that it's actually happening now. Because remember, Rozier did that too. Whoa!
Because somebody showed the clip, right? What?
I just thought about that. Yo, do you think that could have played a part in why Rozier wasn't playing that much? Because remember, he got accusations of that too.
Who? Say it again.
Rozier got accusations of that. Do you think maybe that could have dropped some of his minutes?
Probably.
I just thought about that now that you just brought up that with Beasley. I wonder did he start
Mm,
doing that to Rozier because of that?
probably.
Bro, he was having some questionable DNPs, bro, and he was not injured.
Yep. That very
Mm,
well could be. Jabari Smith just signed a 5-year deal, 122.
damn.
They had to do that. Player who they got to do, they gonna need to step up. I'm just saying that because we spoke on Houston earlier.
But I mean, he was fine. They just didn't play as much as they should have.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yep.
It's possible.
But yeah,
And he coming back from blood, right?
why you say WTF, Frank?
Mm.
They gonna need that depth
Who you looking at?
for the Spurs. Maybe they can go after a former net. Well, he's not a former net. They didn't extend the tender on his deal.
Oh,
Let me make sure I get this.
you went in and out.
Dayron Sharp.
Oh,
You hear me?
yeah.
Dayron Sharp. So so now he was going to be a restricted free agent. So since they didn't extend a restricted, so any team can pick him up.
Mm.
Maybe they do that. Maybe they look at that.
Yeah, because get him a little, get him off the floor a little bit. Wimby, I'm saying, just so he could be
Yeah, yeah,
rested
yeah.
if y'all do make that push to the playoffs, which I think they could be fine with
Uh-huh.
De'Aaron Fox being on that team. Now, like they got a point guard that can speed some of these young guys up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, And not saying Chris
Yep.
Paul like kind of wasn't doing it because the Spurs was in that play-in talk until Wemby went down. They was in them play-in talks until so.
That's a fact.
But Tom was
We're gonna see.
go ahead.
But we definitely gonna see how this this roster gonna play out because you got canceled on this team. I just want to see how they gonna put it on the floor together, man. It's gonna be interesting.
And remember the summer league about to come. They might find a gym or
Yeah.
league team to pick up.
Hmm.
I said they might find
Maybe.
a summer league team to pick up. So
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's possible.
which like anybody could. I mean,
Yep.
we just found the ball. What's his name? I don't want to say it wrong. On the Heat, Larson.
I don't know.
He was one of our guards. I mean, he slowly stopped getting time once the playoff. But he
Yeah, I
was
gotta look him
on
up.
that summer league team. Josh Christopher from when we won the summer league championship. That's how Josh Christopher got signed. Like
Hmm.
it can happen. What's the other dude name? Jonathan Simmons when he was on the Spurs. That's how he got his contract from that summer league. So
Yep.
it can happen.
Hmm. Yep. That's true. We'll see.
But what else you got? Is that it?
Yeah. I think we talked about this through text, right? But I don't think we talked about this like live, right? Tracy McGrady, what's up with him? You wouldn't have had all this. You wouldn't have had this. Why is this energy like this when Kobe can't defend himself?
It's been a lot.
Like I just don't get it. Like that's weird stuff to me, gang.
It's
Like you can feel how you want to feel, but to do this publicly, talk crazy like that, like oh, if I was had Shaq on my team, I would have did this, bro. Like woulda, shoulda, coulda.
no,
Who
you won't.
cares, bro?
But that's
Oh,
fine, right? But I'm going to tell you the
mm-hmm.
same way I told them. Okay, so what about
Mm-hmm.
the other two rings he got when he didn't have Shaq? He had Pau Gasol. So now I'm asking you, when you had Pau, if you had Pau Gasol, would you have two rings? Now that's the question I got for you. You gave me a
I want to hear.
question, or what I think you would do with Shaq. Me personally, I feel like you don't pass the ball for shit. Kobe was giving it to Shaq, bro. So it still would be different.
Mm-hmm.
It still would be
Yep.
different. And you saying
I agree.
if we gave you Shaq. So what is it, bro? Was it injuries or was it that you didn't have Shaq the reason why you wasn't winning? Which one is it? Because like we said in the comments, we want to bring up one thing, but
Mm-hmm.
everybody leaving it alone. You
What
did
the other
with
one?
Yao Ming, didn't you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He had somebody else on his squad too. Luis Scola, Ray
Ron
Austin,
there before.
Ron Artest was there.
Bro,
So
you had a like 20. What did they have? Like a 19 game win streak in the season, and you got knocked out in the first
mhm.
round? What are we, bro? We not doing this. Like, y'all gonna stop comparing saying if I had this person. That's just like Scottie Pippen, right? He tried to make this big notion of he won more when he didn't have Jordan. Bro, do we remember the teams you went to when you didn't have Jordan, bro? Stop acting like you went to a team and you was the main guy. Because even when you was on the Bulls, right, and Jordan didn't play, that's when Patrick Ewing and the Knicks, yeah, they spent the block on that ass and they knocked y'all out the playoffs when you didn't have Jordan. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you
Yep.
what? You talk about that Blazers thing when you was on the Blazers? Okay, and y'all got knocked out by Kobe and Shaq. Y'all can say whatever y'all want about the
Mm-hmm.
rest. Whatever the case is, you still ain't won. Which want to talk about the Rockets when y'all had that weak ass big three with you, Hakeem Olajuwon, and the old ass Charles Barkley? What are we talking about? What crazy winning was you doing without
Crazy. Like and I rock with T Mac in his game. He was solid, but he wasn't like.
him?
And then he
Don't do
wasn't
the
even.
weird stuff though.
Right.
Don't do the
Right.
weird stuff because, bro, you just be happy that they basically put you in the Hall of Fame off potential,
Yeah. Exactly.
off of what they
Like
thought you could have been. You ain't
yeah,
had
people
enough
be
crazy
crazy.
seasons, bro, to beat like McGrady. You one of my favorites. Watched you growing up. Like, stop, didn't. Sorry, you went to the Magic a couple years too late.
Yep. That's how
Sorry.
I feel, bro. Like that stuff is just wild. I don't like how people do that when Kobe can't respond. Like, come on, bro. That's weird to me.
A lot be doing it same way like Gilbert Arenas be trying to do it now.
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all be wild. I don't know what he said, but I heard Wade said something. I don't know what
Oh,
Wade
he
said.
did.
Huh?
He. Oh, you don't know what he said.
I don't know what he said. Supposedly, but people in the comments were saying that Wade said. I want to see the clip and see if he actually tried to come at him, and then I'll come back with my
Mm.
response. Because Wade,
All right.
Wade, my fair player. But since you've been on your podcast, bro, and there's a lot of y'all when y'all start on these podcasts, y'all start getting too
Sorry.
comfortable with just saying crazy shit. Like,
Yeah.
and it's gonna get regulated regardless. I'm not biased over here. It's gonna get regulated regardless.
Right. But
So
yeah, man,
I
I just
comparing
wanted to
y'all.
get that off my chest. Like McGrady, he was nice though. He was very nice, but like, come on, bro. Like to say that, like, let's be for real, bro. Stop it.
And let's also say too, let's also remember this. When you want to keep saying that stuff about Shaq, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also remember what age Kobe was when he was doing that in the finals. Because why are y'all
Yeah,
talking like
he
he
was
was?
21. Yeah, even he was at the age of 21, 22, right?
But why and why do they talk like he was just somebody on the bench or something? Do y'all forget what he was averaging in those series, bro? When he was playing,
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
mind you,
Okay.
what I'm saying too about that when he was in finals with him, remember, that's before that peak year when McGrady led the league in scoring. That's before that. That's before you led the league in
Mm-hmm.
scoring what he was doing in the finals. What are we talking about?
Right.
Do you I think that's the part he tends to forget. Because
Mm-hmm.
what Kobe
And I
what?
think
He only probably like a year older than you, right?
I don't know. It might be. It might be.
Because they both got drafted out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe was in the draft class before McGrady. So yeah, he's about a year or two older than you, right? Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all about around the same age when he dropped the numbers in the finals. And you ain't even lead the league in scoring yet. You didn't have that crazy '03 season yet. By the time you had that '03 season, he had 3 rings already. What are we talking
Exactly.
about, bro?
It's different. But I think he doing it for content, cause like he was on Club 520 and he spoke like Kyrie Irving and Jamal Tinsley situation,
What
and
is
that's
he talking
basically what he said. He said that that's why he did it out there, right? So he can you know basically get it people talked about and to shed some light on Tinsley.
No, it wasn't, bro. It's because you want to know why? Because we live in a world where people are not afraid
Mm-hmm.
to look stupid as long as they get views and money from it. That's the world we live in now. Y'all
Yep,
don't
but
how y'all look now.
exactly. He self admitted it though.
Yeah,
When you said
that's what
that, like, come on, bro, that's what it's about.
gang. I watched Jamal Tinsley growing up.
Mm-hmm.
His handle is not where Kyrie Irving handle was at, bro. Not even close. We
It's
not even
different.
doing. We
It's
not doing.
different.
I
It's
watched
different.
Kyrie Irving make 5 people on the other team look stupid, spinning around in
Mm-hmm.
circles. I've never
Crazy.
seen Jamal Tinsley with his bald head ever do that to somebody. He might get a good like crossover or good ankle
You gotta
break.
talk about his
He,
bald head though.
he had a bald head on his whole career that I saw. But no,
Yeah.
Jamal Tinsley was definitely a nice guard. But
Yeah, for sure.
when we talk handles, when we
Mm-hmm.
talk who got a better handle, I always think who got that woo woo, ha ha. That's the handle
Mm-hmm.
I think about when you
I think he
comparing
was better.
people handles.
I think he was better off saying Ray for Austin or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
But then my thing is when if you would say that with Ray for Austin, he was his things like that wasn't in the NBA though. It was on the street.
mm, right, right, right. Yeah.
And maybe look, I don't want to take away from Ray for Austin because I'm not gonna lie. I seen a couple clips, bro, where they was hating on him when he first came in the league. So who knows what he probably could have been doing with his handle in the league if they wasn't hating on him. Because they was calling travel on him, bro. And all he was doing was bouncing the ball between his legs and he was calling travel.
Yeah, he got that stigma on him from being from N1.
Yeah, like he was already getting
Mhm.
it. Like, and what was crazy was y'all acting like he didn't belong. Like, boy didn't just play at Fresno State. He literally was just playing D1.
Yeah. Yep. Crazy.
All right, let's say granted, it's different styles, but why not bring up a Stephon Marbury? That might make more sense to me. Who got ankle breakers and
Okay.
stuff like that? That might make
No, no, that's true. Yeah, that's
you
true.
get what I'm saying? That makes more sense
For
to me.
sure. Yeah. I agree. I
But
agree. Yeah.
Jamal
For
Tinsley,
sure.
like, oh my, no, bro.
No.
Shout out to
Yeah, he
Tinsley,
can't
but
trying to say right. Yeah, he can't trying to say he was trying to shed some light on Tinsley because, but it really was to go viral. Come on.
this is my thing, right? And this is what I mean, right? Why is it when we want to up somebody, we want to tear somebody down?
Oh
And
yeah,
before
yeah,
y'all
yeah.
think that I'm going too far with it, bro, you could have said Jamal Tinsley had a good handle. Besides, throw if I'm Kyrie Irving, the way I would look at it is, you could say he got a good handle. Why you got to throw my name and say he better than my handle to get his name popping though? Why you couldn't just
Right,
bring his
right,
name up
right.
and tell
Bring
people to
his
look up a
name up
top?
and saying, "Yo, look him up." Right. Yep.
Yeah.
You're right.
Why you had to say, oh, that's like me and you do a podcast, right?
Uh-huh.
And would be like, oh, yo, y'all should go check out my man John, right? Because he do a podcast. And yo, y'all might like it more than y'all like the Bulls from the two guys from Philly. Why do that besides just saying your man got a nice podcast? Why you gotta say it's better than our shit? You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you don't have to try and diminish somebody to up somebody.
Real right. Yeah.
And then in
Yeah.
your
That's not.
case, McGrady, you look stupid right now because you look dumb. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, yeah.
you look crazy, bro. No, he doesn't. Like no, bro. Tinsley, yeah, he got a nice little, but
He's,
uh,
I said, you say you ain't letting that slide though. No.
no, because Tinsley got a nice handle. But if you act like when you say that, bro, you say it like he got a better handle than majority of the guards that was playing at the time when he was playing. Wasn't Steve
Hmm.
Francis around when he was playing? His handle was not better than Steve Francis.
Yep. I agree.
However, get your views though, T man, because I see you trying to go on a new path now. I be seeing them little
Hmm.
OBL tournaments you be having with the 1v1 scene now. You try and
Yeah.
get
Yeah. Yeah.
you try and get your YouTube on. That's all you doing. That's all you
Probably.
doing. Yeah. But stop it, McGrady. You looking wild out here, boy. You looking wild out. You too old to be chasing views, Brody. You too old to be chasing views. Like you already got enough money income to be doing that, bro. Like you don't gotta be doing that trying to create no wave game. Chill out.
Speaking of D Wade, he said that LeBron was the best Heat player ever to put on a Heat jersey, not himself.
He be swagging LeBron too much for me all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, gang, you ain't got to do all that. I get that shit, buddy, your friend, and all that, but come on, bro, you ain't got to do that.
And that's the argument that I had with people, right?
As soon as
Because
I saw it, I'm like, come on, Wade.
when I say like Wade is the best Heat player, and people be like, you forgot LeBron played there. I'm like, no, I remember he was only there for 4 years. When you talk, I'm saying best to put that jersey on. When you hear Miami Heat, unless you're one of these dumbasses that want to put that in for that GOAT thing, you see Wade jersey. You don't see number 6, you see number 3. They literally named a
Mhm.
county after him out there.
Yeah, yep, for sure.
What's wrong, Wade? LeBron was the best one. You still mad about that statue? We said we was gonna get it fixed, bro. We gonna get one that look like
Right.
you. Is you still mad about the statue, bro? We sorry.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. He's got to be something, man. Cause what?
That or he just
Uh,
rolled up a split before he went on. Talking about, bro.
Probably, or
You be
did something
swagging
else, you
LeBron
know?
too much. Chill out, bro.
Yeah,
Be irritating me
yeah,
with that.
yeah. That was
To
crazy.
this day,
That was
bro.
crazy.
To this day, one of the
Hmm.
most irritating things that I can see with my eyes is when I see that number 9 on him with that Cavs jersey. I hate that shit. When I'm
Yeah,
playing 2K,
nasty.
bro, and whoever play 2K and they know what my team is like with the cards and all that with the players, I don't
Mhm.
care if it's one of the highest overalls. If a Wade card has him in that Cavs jersey, I'm not getting that card. Simple. I'm
That's
not
how
getting that
bad
card,
that joint look, huh?
bro. Because it's a stain on his resume, in my opinion. Because I feel like, bro, you only went there just because you wanted to play with LeBron again. That's weird. Bull went changed his
Yeah.
number, everything. He went from D3 to D9. How those floors change?
Wow.
D9 is nasty work, and that's what he want them calling him. Anyway, what else you got?
You stupid. You're on the slick rant. But no, that was everything. I felt as though we touched on the good amount of topics. And yeah, free agency start tomorrow. Let's see what happens.
No,
Couple key pieces are good.
let's just. I just want to ask a question to everybody first,
Mm-hmm.
and then my bad. You can finish what you were saying. But I just want to ask everybody this question: are we lost or what? Can somebody tell me when it became a thing when you can trade while the playoffs is still going on? When did that become a thing? Or was that, or is this all just verbal agreements right now? Because I'm trying to understand that. When did that become a thing that you can trade people now? Somebody put it in the comments if you know.
No, I know. That been a thing. You could always do it, just that some teams don't do it.
During the
As
playoffs?
long as yeah, as long as you're eliminated, as long as you're not in the playoffs, I mean, obviously, you can't make a trade. You can make a trade.
Okay, all
Yep.
right.
But
Because
since
once we
Jalen Green,
trade, I said, wait, what?
yeah, yep. But the thing is, with that situation, is not going to be finalized to the sixth because of something with Jalen Green's contract. I can't remember what they said,
Okay.
but basically, it's done deal though.
It's
It's
done. It's
not
just,
gonna go
yeah.
back. Yeah, it's just that you gotta wait till that to make it official. Yeah, but yeah, let's see if we see some movements tomorrow. Your boy Duncan Robinson, he opted in. I forget. I think he opted in or opted out. One of those.
But they talking
Where
about him anyway, so.
yeah, so he might be going though. They say it's a situation where he could get more money and looking at the years, but I think he might be done.
No, bro.
Yeah, I think he's gonna sign elsewhere.
If he don't sign elsewhere, bro, he gonna sign with us, and then we probably gonna move his ass or some sign and
Yeah,
trade,
yeah, that can happen. Oh
bro.
yeah, that's what they said. Yep, they said it could be a signing tree as well.
That's what I think is going to end up being, bro. Because I,
Yeah.
I really think that's one of the players that Pat Riley was keying in on when he said we not running it back. I really do think he was one of them
Mm,
he was talking about.
looking like him and Wiggins.
Now Robinson, that's still my guy. It's just we cannot give you that money again, Brody. We cannot give you that 90 mil again, bro. We can't. We cannot, bro. We cannot because you look like you was coming up after that. Because during that series, even though we didn't win it, but during that championship series with the Lakers in the bubble, I'm like, oh, all right, he's starting to cut more. His playmaking getting better. Obviously, the shooter. But it's like, bro, you are so streaky for something that you are. You can't be known as a 3-point specialist and be streaky, bro. That doesn't make sense. That makes no sense, bro.
Yep.
Respectfully, you're already not the best defender in the world. You're a good team defender, but one-on-one is where they always try to put you in so they can torment you, bro.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, hey, look, bro. I got love for him, but I'm gonna keep it real. I'm going what I just say, not gonna be biased with it. I'm gonna keep it real. You
Mhm.
worked on your cutting, like you start being a better cutter to get more scoring going off. Your playmaking never really got better. Your
Yep.
ball handling and the toll is really not all that. So it's
Mhm.
like, bro, if we bring him back, I'm not mad, but damn sure you ain't seeing that money again, bro.
Yeah, I don't
At
see
least
that
not
neither.
for
Yeah,
us.
yeah, not from, yeah. You're right. We'll
That's all.
see. Yep.
But with that being
But
said, shout out to you if somebody else do give it to you, because again, you still
mhm.
one of my boys. Everybody
Yeah.
from that 2020 team, because that's still one of my favorite teams, even though we lost. That's still one of my
Mhm.
favorite teams ever, bro. Was 2020 and 2023. Them two teams, and we already know why the 2023 team, because that playing run was just wild for us. That was just some magical shit to
For
watch.
sure.
But
Yeah, for sure. Yep. But that's it, y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the show. And then like I said, don't forget to like, subscribe. Don't cost you nothing. You know?
it's literally
And
free.
for sure. Yep. With that being said, we
Man,
out.
we
Catch y'all on the next.